Hello everybody, I'm here with a brother. I'll get closer here. CS7000i computer sewing machine. The lady said that it was the tension on the top and the bottom was acting weird. Actually, it was actually the bottom, which is actually the top, okay? And the top tension is really the bottom, okay? So what she was having an issue with was with the bottom tension, which would be the top tension. Because remember, whenever you're running the sewing machine, everything is the opposite. It's kind of like, it's great for people that are dyslexic like me, because technically we think reverse anyway. Anyway, she said she couldn't figure out why it wouldn't sew correctly or anything, but I found a lot of thread wrapped around the bottom, which is not really good at all. She left her little thingy dingy that goes in here, this little compartment here, but I think she's been doing probably sleeves and pants, and that's why, she left that off. Which doesn't matter because it still works and it's still a sewing machine. And she has it on the regular speed. I have seen the 6,000, not the 7,000. This is the first one I've ever seen of the 7,000. I've seen the 6,000, and those ones come in at quite a bit. People having issues because I can't get it to sew correctly at the bottom. You need a deep cleaning at least every 6 months to a year. It all depends how much you sew. Anyway, let's go over this sewing machine because it's really cool looking. I love the powder blue look. It's really pretty. This is an older spool, so you want to always thread it to the back, even though this one is being threaded to the front. I don't know what the heck. But it's not getting caught on anything, and it's not like it has one of these things, so it's actually working. So anyway, and you want to come up here. This one has diagrams that tells you how to thread your machine. So it goes up in here, down here. Your tension comes right about in here somewhere. I really can't touch it. The tension's in there. You want to make sure your foot is in the highest position. Opens those chambers to receive that thread. So you can go down in there, come back around this way, up here. Uptake should be up here. I don't know what I'm thinking. I have the needle down. And it goes around. So if it was up here and you go around, it would go in. And then come back down and over here into the needle, right here on that little hook. Should be a hook there. I can't see the hook. Oh yeah, it's there. Let me put a foot down so you can see it. There's the little hook right there. And then into the needle. Sorry, I have the needle down. It seems like it always seems to be happening with me. Over here is the little cutter to cut your thread. And down here is the bottom feed. And this one shows you the diagram on how to thread it. And then you can draw it through here and then cut it. So you don't have to bring the thread up through. This is one of those sewing machines I was telling you about, where the thread stays down there and it'll spring it up on its own. And here it shows you a little diagram. So some people peel these off and then later can't remember. Don't peel them off. Leave them on there. That's supposed to be a reminder. The waterfall when you're holding it this way and the waterfall is going this way. Then when you set it down, then the waterfall is still going this way. If the waterfall is going behind, then it's the wrong way. It's the wrong way. So then you drop it in. It's called a drop in. And you slide that through there and it hooks it all in. Okay. And to make a bobbin, you would start your thread here. And you come up here and it shows you a little diagram. What you do is you hook here, go across this way, back this way, and then back here into this. Click this over. And this one automatically should just engage. As if you have your presser foot in, go ahead and push the pedal and it'll fill. And if you don't have it in there, it will fill. And sometimes there's a code, but most of the time I don't think it's a code on, well, mine doesn't have a code. Now, I don't know if this brother has a code or not, but mine will just say something like rewinding or something like that. This is your tension. This is the pattern selection area. So you can, all your pattern selections. And then this is your tension, like this is your, the length, this is your width. Let's see, this is to pull your needle up. This is the reverse. And this is if you're going to use no pedal and you want to start your machine, you can do it this way. I think we're going to over it all together. Let's go ahead and turn this one on. It's right here. It's the turn on button. And let's see, this one does have a threader on it, but I don't use threaders. I'm kind of strange that way. And we're going to hear this one sew a little bit. Maybe we'll do a few patterns and stuff. So let me see. I have this here because it has the lady's name on it. I don't want people to know who the people are that are having these sewing machines done. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Okay, we're on 0, 0. So over here is 0, 0, which is here. If you want to put your needle in the middle, which I like that in the middle, let's first put the needle up, bring it up. Okay, then we're going to go 0, 1. 0, 1. See 0, 1? And then I like to go a little bit bigger in the length. And that all further it goes is 5.0. That's the basting stitch. Hopefully it doesn't gather. All right, let's see what it's going to do here. What I'm going to do is kind of stitch it this way a little bit. And then we're going to turn it. Because I have already stitched it, and you can see the stitching I've already did. And I want to make sure that lays flat. And then we're going to put this back down. And then we get to listen to it. And she said, if you can get this darn thing to sew for me, I'd be happy. So I told her, well, let's get it clean, and then it should sew for you, you know, with no problem. So there we go. There's the stitching. I'll see if I can get you to see the stitching. And there's the underneath stitching. It's doing fine. And then we're going to go ahead and do another length of something else. I think on the denim one I did, or yeah, this is the denim one I did hearts. See the hearts? And so we'll do something a little different with this one here. Okay, here we go. And then let's go ahead and put the needle back up so we can get ready to do something else. Let's see what we got here. What would we like to do here? See, I did the hearts last time. I think we should do a flower and a little leaves. So we're going to go up here to 54. So we're going to go over here and we're going to put in 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, what was that number? What was the one here? It is 54. So we got 3 more here. There you go. And it says end foot. We still have the end foot in here. So we should be fine. I'm just making sure where my foot's at. And we're going to let the machine do the work, not us do the work, okay? Let's see. Let's go ahead and extend it a little bit more. We're going to leave that at, it's, what is that one? It's like, I don't know. I can't read it. Oh, I'm trying to look through this thing. Yeah, it's 7.0. We're going to go this one be 3. So let's go up a little bit. There we go. So it gets a little bigger so you can see it better, okay? Here we go. And you don't want to pull this. Let the machine do the work, okay? If you pull the thread through and you kind of pull the fabric through, you're going to end up breaking your machine. So don't do that, okay, people? Just let the machine do the work. You just guide it a little bit, make sure it stays straight so people can see it. So don't be yanking it or anything. Just let the machine do the work, okay? That's what computerized sewing machines are. If you end up doing and pulling it through, you'll bust your machine, and then you're going to come to me and say, hey, can you fix this? What did you do? And then they'll say, I kind of pulled it through. Well, you can't do that on a computerized sewing machine. You might mess up the computer, and I can't work on that because I'm only a mechanic and I only can keep your machine running really well, but I'm not going to do anything else. Let's see what this guy looks like. I hope I'm doing this right one. I think it is, but I can't tell. We'll find out. Here we go. Let's stop right about, what we got to do here, make sure it's done. And go straight again. There we go. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Pull this up. Does that look like it? Let me see. Oh, yeah. It's got the flower. See the little flower and then the little leaves on each side. That's cool. So that is really cool. I mean, it probably looked better if I had white on that, but I only found the gray, and I figured the gray would be good enough. I mean, let's see what she's got on the bottom. Oh, it's gray. Figures. Gray and gray. It must be her thread, because I don't think it's mine. Or it could be my thread. Heck, I don't remember. Oh, let's see. What else we got here? Well, let's see. We could do these curly cues. It's 55, so let's go up 1. And let's make this a little bit bigger, because I just like to see it better. Alright. Make a big old curly cuey thing. And if it's doing all this, it's going to be sewing perfectly for her. This is a great, all computerized sewing machines that have basic fun patterns, you can use it for crazy quilting. So it's really cool. Okay, right there. Okay. Now we can show you another one. All right, look at that. Isn't that awesome? That looks so cool. Okay. Anyway, I think she's going to have lots of fun with her machine. I see the dust is already starting to build. It's the only thing about crazy sewing machines. Let's go up, and we're going to move this back to 0, 1. Nah, that's what we got to do. Minus 1, and then all the way. Oh, sorry, I'm looking down instead of up. Let's go down. Make this back to 0. Okay, 0, 1, back to 1. And then we're going to make this a little bigger because I don't want to have to fight it. So I'm going to put this back to the center so she can pick it up. I think Monday, I think she's going to pick it up, but I can't remember what I said. I think I'll have to look at I wrote it in the schedule so I don't forget. Because I get so busy sometimes I forget things, so I always put a schedule. And she did bring me her manual, but she left her name on the manual, so I can't show you guys the manual. I saw it, but it runs just like my machine, but I'm not sure. That's why I always tell people, bring your manual just to make sure. And I'll put her little dust bunnies up here so she can, because whatever comes out of that sewing machine, you get it back, because it didn't come here. It come here through this stuff. So this just shows you what I find in your machine. And then I'll have to write her up a receipt yet. I haven't done that yet. And then the receipt will go here and everything. And then it'll get taken back to her. I don't know, I could put the receipt probably on her envelope or something. But anyway, do you guys have a sewing machine like this? I'd love to hear from you. I mean, did you buy it for yourself to use to make something really cool, like maybe crazy quilting? Or did you go ahead and get it from a handy-down, or you found it in a thrift shop, which I don't think you would find these in a thrift shop, but then I could be wrong. Let's see, these, if you buy them new, they last longer. If you buy them used, there could be something wrong with them, that's why they got rid of it. Just like the video and comment below and share it with your friends, okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.